bit at bottom. They will catch vision of Jonas, and this could be the first blood.
Pulled back into the cogs with the battery assault, and this is surely his death. They're going to try and TP in with Slardar to help save him, but that will be our first blood. Still, though, very respectable. What jonassomfan has done against this lane, the fact that he's only just now giving up that first kill at 5 minutes is quite impressive. So, decent done by him. I like that you talked about the early game getting free farm, but if they can manage to keep him out as another early pressure hero going into that mid game, then they've got free reign potentially to shut down the Alchemist and get aggressive.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, they've given the Alchemist like a safe laning stage, but they can get aggressive elsewhere in a later time. Top lane, they're going for a bit of a big dive here on Trixi, and I think they've got it, even with the TP support.
A 3-second stun makes it pretty easy. Disruptor is here, so they can glimpse back Loda into this tier 1 tower. Now, he does get into the trees, where Handsken's also sitting, so this is a little bit difficult. Doesn't get hit by the cogs. Handsken puts himself out there first, seeing if the NiP team will go on him, but they really want to get this Loda kill. Handsken tries to close the distance, almost gets Era, doesn't quite hit him with that stun. They will hit him with a 2-second stun. Omni Slash bounces back over to Era, but Era managed to get the blink away. Fortunately, one of the Omni Slash bounces hit syndereN. Now Limp's going to be stuck. Oh, doesn't get stuck inside the kinetic field. That was
some of that top lane advantage, but with that dive, and then the entire time having qojqva free farm, I think they've got a problem to deal with. And syndereN tanks a smoke gank.
Oh, he gets the cogs. Limmp, he didn't keep the close distance there. Limmp, haste room, brought back into the kinetic field, makes it out though. Oh, that was a close one, but Hera's here to clean it up, so he TP'd in, blinks in, finishes up that kill. Nice and easy. It does need as a Chaos Knight, right? This is a carry that needs to play from ahead.
NiP are ready and set up. They've got a static storm.
Pull back here, kinetic field. That'll land on Handsken. He's definitely dead. Alliance throughout the healing ward to try and save him, but he's definitely a goner. Sonic Wave is still up, though, and they have the hook shot as well. They're going to be able to lock.
Necessarily defend it. That smoke down bottom was like, hey, we've got static storm. Let's smoke, get some kills. Once Alliance bring 5, NiP are happy just to scurry away. Look for a kill elsewhere. Handsken almost going to go down to Era solo if he's not careful here. That's not Arcana and Queen of Pain.
Pull out of the cogs.
They
get a 2-second stun on Trixi. jonassomfan. He's kind of stuck here. He has the bugs on him, so Hani can pull him back at any point in time. jonassomfan knows he's dead. I think he's just trying to buy time, hiding up in a hole.
Well, it's time for...
If NiP can actually win a fight with an Alchemist this early on, it's going to be disastrous for Alliance. They start backing themselves away. They turn around. They're going to go on to qojqva. Vacuum in with the wall over the top, but a really disruptive play from syndereN with the hook shot in on the cogs with the static storm over the top. Limmp can't get anything off. No Omni Slash there. jonassomfan has the surge, but can't even get it off with the constant battery assault ticks. So Alliance lose all 5 there, with Roshan still with Corrosive Haze on it at 1500 HP.
Is positioned around the creep wave, making it difficult.
Soft lane tower is just about to fall, but apparently NiP are not going to give it up without a fight. Trying to see if they can catch Alliance. Failing that, they can at least pick up the deny. They get a little bit of vision of jonassomfan here.
They have glimpse.
And the glimpse. There it is. So they do successfully find that pick off. qojqva is alone here in the jungle, but he's already TP'd away, so there's going to be no counterplay whatsoever for Alliance. Just more time to farm. Yeah, just imagine, like, if they actually farm to a point where they give that Aghanim Scepter to Trixi and then they go high ground with qojqva, how does Alliance actually fight? Limp's going to be caught. Beautiful setup there. That was nicely comboed. Hook straight into the static storm. No opportunity for Limmp to get anything off.
Yeah, that's the combo I was looking for at mid, but he managed to position himself so they couldn't get hooked. But nicely done where they had Era hitting the Shriners, so it kind of made Limmp probably think that they were fighting and playing around qojqva.
Loda does not have Phantasm. He used it at bottom lane. Take out that tier 2. It's already gone by the time the creeps hit for tier 3, so he's not even getting any base damage during all this and lacking a big team fight ultimate. They're going to be able to get the Eul Scepter straight into the static storm, hoping to be able to finish off Limmp once again, but he does have the BKB. Now turns it around. Era caught in by a stun. That's going to be the Aegis down. Handsken, though, locked inside the cogs against syndereN, and Trixi will end up going down. That'll be a numbers advantage until a buyback comes in. A full 5-on-5 still going to ensue.
They smoke up. They want to go fight. qojqva.
You got this fresh Shivas on qojqva if he wants to be able to slow him down. There it goes. Alliance now have the Phantasm with the 4-second stun. Maybe they can finally finish off qojqva with a jump in, hook shot, and static storm. That's going to lessen the damage, and a big blow by Era. Knocks out one. Limmp is going to be a second one. Limmp is just going to be gone on by qojqva and Trixi. They pull back jonassomfan as well. A third core going to fall here from Alliance, and they drop the GG call as well, meaning our Alchemist will end at about 1,000 gold per minute in a 28-minute game. Well played.
Coming in down bottom as Handsken TP's down with the Earth Spirit.
syndereN not able to get close enough to EGM. Handsken's going to come in, misses the roll, but they do have the stun, follow-up kick, and a quick silence. Handsken and Loda is actually the one to claim the first blood. And again, another late first blood here in our games. 5 minutes in, it's finally claimed.
Yep. The full position slider though, and it was a pretty big investment in terms of HP and mana. Like Loda's now in this lane. Still a bounty rune on the way out if he wants to.
Snags it up. syndereN, to his dismay.
A mistake there. Showing himself and perhaps revealing the ward as well.
Trixi's done so. Kind of be expected. The Vengeful Spirit, Lifestealer. Unless you have the high movement speed of the Slardar, you're probably going to get caught eventually by one of these rotations. So, Handsken.
Loaded back to full HP too.
You okay? Oh no, he's very much okay. Apparently he's going to roll into qojqva. Somehow misses that stun. They do have the Assassinate. Is that going to be enough to finish him off? It's so close they get the damage. jonassomfan with the Ion Shell on top of Handsken will claim that kill. Arrow will pick up a Reaper Scythe kill onto one though. Hani goes for the Shallow Grave, TP out. jonassomfan attempts something similar here. Short rage timer. You get on top of them, you blow them up. Apparently he feels a little bit more farm-oriented. And maybe because of Trixi's constant pressure. Era's going to go down to top lane, maybe? Oh, no. He tried to go for he did the heal first before the Ghost Shroud. That kind of lessened the heal impact either way. I think the Ion Shell.
Yeah, I was watching that. I was like, that magic one should have healed him more with the Ghost Shroud. But yeah, he must have. He had 17 charges. But yeah, even way, the Ion Shell damage against that Ghost Shroud destroyed him.
Yeah. I think part of it is the fact that, syndereN trying to still catch up to EGM, who has all that poison damage on him. Loda tries to slow him down with the open wounds. Trixi's going to try and finish off EGM. He's got a little bit more poison. Will end up going down. Handsken with a whiff there on the roll. syndereN's actually going to come back in against that Ion Shell. Slows down Handsken. They've got the wards. Handsken is just getting kited around and will end up falling as well. The two supports get dropped in bottom lane. And Loda looks like he's going to be forced back as well. He's supposed to be the one that picks up a Hand of Midas, but NiP are still going to try and get aggressive here with the smoke. syndereN and Era with the double damage, but they do have a ward in place as syndereN smokes. It's popped. He does manage to dodge the roll-in from Handsken, but with the slow of Loda, it makes it too hard for him to get out. So Era will just TP back to the bottom lane. And
he's going to force people to come respond when he's pressuring lanes. And he by himself can defend pushes sometimes with Plague Ward, so we'll see that put to the test now up top as rotation is well and truly coming his way.
Trixi does manage to get off the ultimate before he dies here, but it is all 5 of Alliance. They're just going to run over NiP. Do they have Assassinate? It's going to be too late, so that Shellgrave TP is successful.
Looks like Trixi will scout him out.
He doesn't actually scout out EGM in time, though. He's going to be hit by the stun. Handsken actually doesn't get the length there to be able to hit him with the rolling boulder. Will not be able to slow him, but will be able to get the stun, silence combination, and immediately TP's out as NiP are in full force here, trying to get some sort of counter kill. syndereN's running along here with his Tranquil Boots and level 3 sprint. You'll find jonassomfan. They get the swap out. They need a little bit more. Era's here with Reaper Scythe somewhere. Looks like he's just going to throw it out on EGM as soon as they get close enough. Claims that kill. jonassomfan still being chased down by qojqva. Thanks to the Corrosive Haze, they see everywhere he's going. They'll be able to get that kill as well.
Yeah, I think qojqva, if you can get on top of him with the Earth Spirit or the Lifestealer, you're able to easily find those kills. But it's going to be a smoke into Roche for now. I feel like this is not what most teams are doing. Like, typically, if you reach one of your peaks, you'd rather go for the smoke into kill and then take Roche as, like, the prize for winning a fight. And you do expose yourself a bit by being in the pit.
They are going to be able to take Roche on in time before syndereN can be there. syndereN actually not even throwing out the crush, tries to back himself away, but it gets hit by the kick from Handsken. They get 2, now a third. Hani goes for the Shallow Grave TP out, but he's still hit by the Assassinate. That mini stun will stop him from TPing out, and there was also the swap from EGM available. So either way, he wasn't making out a line. They do have a bunch of poison on Alliance.
Trixi gets the courier. Small victory there. Now they want to win this big team fight victory, but ooh, Jonas goes for the vacuum onto the cliff. Doesn't land with it, though.
Trixi daring Alliance to go onto him, but it's actually going to be the roll in onto Hani. That is real bad. qojqva is going to have to feel some pressure coming in from behind. He's going to go for EGM first. They do manage to get the Veno slow, but now qojqva is going to be backdoored by Loda and Handsken as a duo. syndereN going to be jumped on as well. Limmp gets a little bit more ion shell damage. Now the Urn stopping that blink dagger with this assassinate to finish him off. Looks like Alliance will come out ahead unless Era can turn this around. He managed to get the kill onto Limmp, but that's still just the Aegis. So NiP are actually going to lose 3 there, only getting the Vengeful Spirit, and NiP are really lacking early pushing power, early fast single target damage, and it's beginning to show as fight after fight does seem to be going the way of Alliance. Oh, a quick rage coming out there. Either way, syndereN was donezo. He just blinked into full Alliance 4.
I was watching those 3 NiPers, they would have all died. There was no escape for them. At best, they kill like a support again. Like, they didn't have the ability to ever kill Loda. And Alliance find themselves looking for another kill at top. They're going to get it too. Lone Druid this time, caught out. Handsken with the Loda Infest TPing into the Tier 3 tower. And will he pay for it with his life, though?
They're trying. They will be able to close that distance, get the silence out. Era, his Ghost Shroud is only going to last so long. He's going to try and TP out, but Assassinate is there. Limmp TP'd onto the shrine. They're going to try and push out and catch whatever they can from the Alliance heroes that were up at top.
Like that, and if they caught the heroes up top, it would have been fantastic, and they still might. EGM has a gem. He does not want to die up here, and that's where I felt like they were really making a big effort to jump and catch him. But
what's going on here? Alliance, they think they got mega kill power here with Darkseer and a Vengeful Spirit, and they may be right. Lifestealer's making his way over. Assassinate, and yeah, they'll get him.
They were all regrouping up there, so for a little while EGM was exposed and potentially in a... Looks like an uncontested Rax.
Yeah, NiP. They kind of jump out. Trixi's been silenced, pulled back there. Looks like they're going to try and get him before he can pop his ultimate, or at least be out of range. They do get the Shallow Grave, Shrine, and Assassinate is not going to be enough. He will get enough of the heal.
They may get Rax at bottom.
Yeah,
qojqva's already down there. He's on the melee Rax.
Limmp is keeping all these blink daggers back. TPs are coming back. The melee Rax. Oh no, you're out of range. Go back in, qojqva. He's going to be able to get it. syndereN jumped out. All right, he's got it. TP out. Handsken, Assassinate is going to be able to make that mini stun. He's going to try and juke out, but he does have the Yule Scepter back over to top lane. Did they catch anything? Loda, he's not going to be able to TP away. Doesn't even have one. They do manage to get the stun onto him. Era has the Reaper Sight. They're drawing closer and closer. Loda just cannot be allowed to heal up here, and it looks like they got him dead to rights. Now qojqva, he's going to burn out from the Urn. There it goes. And that just leaves EGM as the final fish to be caught. 100 seconds on the Lifestealer. You know, that's not bad. Honestly, they lose qojqva. He's going to be back up very soon. Loda does not have a buyback, even though they lost a lane. Yule Scepter, nice 2-man crush out there. They get a little bit of an exit. The swap back onto syndereN. That looks like that should be a pickoff with a Shallow Grave there. syndereN, his life is going to be at the cost, though, of a Tier 2 tower at top lane, and qojqva rather quickly barreling down that top lane, going for the melee Rax. But we'll see the jump in here from Trixi, coating everybody in with that poison. It's an Aghanim's upgrade as well. So Alliance are going to be feeling this burn in the next few seconds. See if NiP can actually do much. They're trying to buy back, trying to stop anything. These melee Rax are going down, or at least catch somebody on the way out, because qojqva is beginning to work on that one. Nice vacuum. Oh, there goes the Reaper Sight, but it's not enough. Now the cheese being eaten up, and Era, he's silenced up. He's going to lose his life unless the Shallow Grave can save him. They need a little bit more heals coming out, but the Assassinate, oh, not quite enough to finish him up, but Handsken will claim the kill. Trixi also going down. That's a buyback down. qojqva was forced away from that top lane push. Unsuccessful. syndereN starts force-staffing himself away, has a blink up in a second, but the Yule stops him first. Now the roll in. Handsken's going to be able to catch syndereN, slow him down a little bit more, but the rest of the team keeps pushing forward. Era, he's been gone on here. He's actually down. Trixi gets his initiation with all that. qojqva now has to come in big time with the poison, taking away these heroes. Ghost Scepter out from Trixi, buys a little bit more time, but the swap back onto qojqva. He's in trouble, turns, kills EGM, the Shallow Grave, buying him a little bit more time. The Assassinate, the Shrine, it keeps him alive. Again, the Shrine saving them from these killer assassinations from Alliance, but Alliance still at a big numbers advantage. They've taken down 2 of NiP, one being syndereN, one being Era. Both sides of Alliance came out on top of that engagement, and Trixi no longer has his poison. He came in, poisoned up Limmp, but Limmp just goes ahead and takes out the Dazzle. qojqva moves forward, but now get caught by the vacuum. Now the wall as well. qojqva being chased back to the base while the rest of the allies just focus on the buildings. Loda and jonassomfan, they're going to take that melee Rax, make it megas, and NiP They want to try and finish this up in a 2-0. They're going to have to fight through mega creeps and against an incredibly farmed Alliance crew. Limmp getting that extra surge movement speed. A Yule Scepter to himself, but there's the call. qojqva, I think they know it's over. They had a very, very narrow path to victory this whole entire time. They had to fight Vincere ban, even though, you know, we were kind of thinking jonassomfan Legion Commander. That's a classic, but maybe this was the plan all along. syndereN could be our first. It will be our first blood here. Alliance quickly snatch up that kill. Trixi makes his way to the same old juke spot he's been
now. You're not expecting to ever really be able to shut down the TA's farm completely without having support involvement there. So they're dealing with Trixi while they get the stun, number 1, number 2, and they've got a kill up top. Nicely played by EGM and Handsken. Having the Sentry and Observer where they knew exactly when Weaver moved up in qojqva.
They're going to take that bait, and a big blast is going to come through. Now they're turning around. EGM dropped low. That's going to be their target. Trixi looks to pick it up. Another blast is coming in, and that will be your first kill for Ninjas in Pyjamas.
Just the 1 kill, though. I feel like considering the damage to bring him down, perhaps a little bit concerning. Even though their TA is still farming very well, and it's gone for, the minus as well, so it'll be a full-on minus game.
Trixi, you had a free out there, but he time-lapsed back in, and since the corrosive phase is on him, he's done. Mid lane, Limmp and jonassomfan, they're good. Okay, never mind. He is the counter, but I would have preferred them trying to be a lot more aggressive and punish Alliance. qojqva is now going to be caught by a smoke rotation. Presumably not going to make it out of here. Blink would be nice, but his Handymitis won't save him here.
Yeah, and that is a easy Roshan to follow this one up if they want it. Doesn't look like they're going to go for it. Maybe not an easy Rosh. I mean, they've got amp damage, they've got life stealer, but also you're giving up space elsewhere on the map, and perhaps they're going to find an additional pick-off if NiP aren't careful here. Oh, the Invis duel. They've got him.
Limp's got him. Corrosive Haze. Oh, he buffs the time-lapse, but he's still right there in the same spot for Limmp to collect the duel. Eric gets spotted out by EGM, but he will manage to get away. Still. Remnant, jonassomfan can still get out. In fact, a long leap does get him some distance. There is one more Remnant there. Era's out of range with this Flame Guard burn, though.
He's got
34 HP. Meanwhile, top lane, looks like they're going to be able to kill the Templar Assassin. That's a big one. Almost catching Trixi as well, but he managed to get the time-lapse away.
They just don't seem to be able to find these key kills that they need to be getting, and I think a big part is if qojqva had gone for that fast blink, he could actually be pairing up with the Ember Spirit to fight and find these pickoffs. But the end result is it's Alliance finding kill after kill.
jonassomfan is right now. Is he going to die this time around? Does get chained up, so they're not going to chain their disables, especially with the arrow that Hani still had stolen.
Nice steal, yeah.
It does slow down that Aghanim Scepter. The Blade of Alacrity was coming in pretty quickly. Leap, the maxed out leap.
Yeah. I mean, these are, again, like rotations that you need to be successful in, and I really feel like this is like one of the most passive TAs I've seen. Like you watch what most teams are doing with the TA, like you farm and you prioritize taking the Ancients as often as possible, but then you look to fight. Now qojqva has to fight.
Oh, Alliance, are you going to throw away this game in a Roshan attempt? They had an Invis Templar Assassin. Now they jump in, a big hit, and a blinding light push out. qojqva snatched up the Aegis, and now it's cleanup on aisle 6. Ninjas in Pyjamas are going to take 3 heroes of Alliance, take their Roshan away. They even killed the Rosh itself, so they got everything out of that engagement. Everything you could possibly hope for NiP. This game just got...
Doesn't look like it. Trixi is just going for the style plays, but he needs to be getting out of there pretty soon with the Mirana in hot pursuit. But they get towers to fold this one up. They've still got the Aegis to play around.
Oh, Trixi.
Fantastic sequence of events.
Oh my god, he's actually getting away. He managed to shoot Kuchi ahead of that crush. The corrosive haze is going to last for a really long time, so I don't think he's making out of here. The blink will finally catch up, and Handsken will lock him down. So Trixi and his style plays on Loda does actually turn into a death on him. Loda's now going to be caught, but he does have the rage. No TP, though, and a corrosive haze stolen up by Hani means they can rip him apart with the physical damage of NiP. Alliance, they're falling apart here.
Yeah.
See if they just throw out a blind arrow or something, or if they're just going to stay away from NiP at all costs. And that's probably the better play, honestly, with that Aegis still in hand. They have vision of him. Counter ward and ward. Again, it's the Aegis hero, so they are going to make a combination play. They're going to swap him back into the tier 2, so when he comes back, he's still in considerable danger. With the arrow coming out, he's actually immediately going to land on qojqva, and he dies just like that. Underneath the tier 2 tower, NiP have now lost their Aegis advantage, lost their team fight play here, and are going to have to full-on retreat, but syndereN's going to be the extra hero caught behind. Handsken managed to blink forward, get a corrosive haze on him, and they will find, Hani? Careful there. Is that Limmp really worth it? Arrow coming out. Hani jukes it.
There are a lot of spells, including a duel on an Aegis. Sometimes that puts you in a position where you just have to immediately retreat, but they knew with that arrow coming in that they could get the kills now top. They've caught error.
Yeah, they have the Aghanims and the Infest combination, so that will be an easy duel win. Trixi, sorry, has the time.
Like we saw Dendy's TA when he was playing the other day, he had traps covering the map. Like every possible trap was like spread within like maybe like 500 range of each other.
Era caught out. That a crush and a bash, and Era gets exploded by the Alliance. Make the same kind of smoke play as they attempted last time. They do see jonassomfan thanks to this ward right now, so this smoke, they may be able to find a decent initiation here before Roshan spawns. They're going to blow up jonassomfan. They do also see Handsken. May still be able to get the hold on him, but Handsken does have backup. They're going to have Limmp coming in with the duel. Now the follow-up. qojqva, he jumps in, but underneath the shrine, he can't actually output any damage, so they manage to pick up 2 here, and maybe Trixi as well. He runs out of Shikuchi, has a time-lapse up, now corrosive haze, and ho-ho-ho! That double damage, Limmp.
Whoa.
Pow.
That Ember's not going to threaten to take a Rax. It's
no.
Annoying, but you pushed way faster.
All right, he's going to jump back to his Remnant. I didn't see he had one, but Limmp, half health now. That Desolator chops beginning to do their work. qojqva's going to commit here. Blinking forward, does get the Meld Strike, but Armlet Toggle keeps Limmp alive. Now Trixi's the target from Loda. Does manage to get off the time-lapse just in time. qojqva's BKB is wearing out. Alliance, they're not feeling good about the turnaround, though. They're going to try and back away. Handsken's going to be caught. Nice blink forward by Hani, catching him with the crush. They lose a support. They could lose a core. Loda has the Rage still up. Managed to get off the chains. He doesn't have an Infest, though. He's going to have to play purely off of Armlet Toggles and press the attack. There goes the press the attack, taking off that Mana Leak. They're pursuing a little bit deeper. Tried to Armlet Toggle at the wrong time. Right as Era blinked in. Got some Flame Guard damage. And actually does manage to get that extra core kill.
Yeah, we can see there the high ground NiP defense that we were talking about. It felt like, okay, they just...
Magic Missile as well. The Blinding Light bounce back, though. That stopped Limmp from being able to close the distance for the duel. The chain stun that was required. Now he's going to be stunned up. Hani blinks in, hits the crush, so it's stolen away. Limmp is almost dropped here. qojqva makes the commitment. They take him down. He may have to buy back here because the fight is still going to go out. Handsken pops his BKB and does manage.
It looks like they're trying to position EGM for a swap into a Slider Crush. He goes for the wave, doesn't see anyone for a swap though, but there we go, gets Trixi.
Duel back, but a stolen swap by Hani. Maybe they can save Trixi. Not good enough. Hani almost dies from that as well. They do manage to get the range tracks, and an instant buyback comes out from Trixi.
Duration, but they feel like they can get the jump and burst down a key hero here.
Oh, they see the courier coming in, so they know these heroes are smoked up, but the initiation still comes true for a NiP. But qojqva can't put out the damage on this Ghost Scepter, so now it's going to be Alliance's initiation, who's a little bit better. They've already scored 2. They've locked down qojqva as well. Limmp, he eliminates him under the duel. Now it's going to be mass buybacks, going to be forced out of NiP, and they just don't have the buybacks. They're going to be able to get the Coddle as well, but it's 2 of the cores down permanently for Ninjas of Pyjamas. A full minute there.
Yeah, I didn't see how Era got locked down, but the rest of the fight was... Whatever happened there, the rest of the fight was just as bad. qojqva is going to die a second time, and that's it. That's game over. There's nothing you can do at that point if you're NiP. And very